Obama's the reason.
All right, episode 2. I'm here with my friends Charles
Yo.
and Colton.
Yo.
My name's Zam, and today we're going to talk about the flat Earth theory.
Yeah. And not the moon.
Flat Earth. Okay.
So,
Do you believe?
Do you believe in the flat Earth?
You know, we're gonna start with put the comments or leave your comments and your answers in the comments. You know,
Yeah.
tell us what you guys think.
Leave your comments in the comments.
So-
Leave your comments in the comments. Hey, that's
so Charles, you were saying you were asking a lot of trying to poke holes in a lot of theories. What were you saying earlier?
about the Earth not being flat. So like, if you
Yeah.
were to take from this point on the Earth where we stand, if we were to take the airport that we like, our city's airport, and took it, and we bought an airplane, we just flew all the way around, came back to that exact point with just us four, nobody else, no government, nobody else involved. We just flew, you know. We followed our GPS. We miraculously made it back to our spot without hitting an edge. So how does that happen? You know what I'm saying? So
And why do we have to do it without the government, Dom?
Because it's all a conspiracy. The government don't want you going nowhere, boy.
They got boundaries.
You got boundaries and shit, boy.
Not allowed in the South Pole.
You can't go to South Pole or the North Pole. There's some things going on there that won't nobody know about.
So how come those high definition pictures from outer space? How come they round, Dom? How come they round?
Why you make it seem like I'm the one who put the pictures out there?
Fish eye land.
because they say it's because of a fish eye, or you could say fish eye, but it's actually a wide angle lens.
Wide angle lens.
And I've literally seen a wide angle lens in a car, like a backup, like my, I've been in a Honda Accord that has a backup camera. You can switch between the views. You can do wide angle, which literally takes like down the street both ways, so you can see a car coming, and the picture looks curved because of the angle, the angle that you're taking. You know, and then you got also the straight up picture, which is just everything looks normal and straight. You know, and they basically say that the reason why you see the pictures,
Look, Earth is disappearing.
which is curving, because of the angle lens.
Like,
Nobody knows what the edge is. They just know that we ain't allowed to go to the South Pole. And if you look at what, if you can pull up a picture of
that?
a picture of the flat Earth model, like literally show a picture.
I don't
of it.
believe the Earth is a perfect circle.
like,
Yeah,
You know, if it's oval either.
But check this out. Freaking Neil deGrasse Tyson, everybody else will say that it's oblique shape. You know, I've even heard this in science class. It's oblique. Oblique.
It's like an oval. But
It's a weird spheroid oblique in shape. It's like pure pear shape. Like it's more heavy at the bottom than it is at the top, and white at the bottom. But yet when they show the picture online, you know, man, it's a perfect circle.
Right.
It doesn't look like what they're describing to us, you know. And then also, if you look at different pictures of the Earth, like from the 70s till now, Africa will be huge in some, and then Africa will be small in the other. Earth ain't changed in those 70 years. So something wrong with the
it
pictures.
has changed a lot in 70 years.
I mean, but the
even
continents ain't moved.
you know, maps that we perceive, right, are all, a lot of them are fake. You guys know that?
Yeah, because it's just assumption. I remember I've seen it in class. Like my class that has like Greenfield, or not Greenfield, Greenland is as big as freaking Russia in one map, and then on another map where they'll show the curve, like the curved top and bottom, Greenland is all small, like it'd be looking like.
Come on, they gotta do math
Australia.
to make this right, guys.
Check this out. This is right here. This is a picture that's used in the United Nations. It's sitting there right there at the podium, sitting right there in the front. Every this is recognized worldwide right here.
It's on the ground, like, you know?
Yeah, so and literally, North Pole is the center, and the South Pole is the exterior. And what it is, what they've done is, according to theory, is change that image to make it sphere. Because before, according to the story, originally they were trying to actually just prove whether it's flat or round until was like 1800s or something, when they started exploring the South Pole, and then they found something. They found something, and then from then on, they signed a treaty. So the South Pole is the only continent or country in the world that's agreed upon throughout the whole world that it has like this treaty where it's blocked off from the rest of the world and everything. So no one else is allowed to go there. But yet,
So how come no random guy has ever like
Done it
in his
anyways.
sailboat and like I'm gonna go to the ends of the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can obviously tell you haven't done much research because those
There has been
questions
people.
have already been answered. There's people who have already tried that thing. Like Amelia Earhart, she died.
Oh well,
Trying to-
there was another story that said she didn't really die. She was
She
just
ended
like
up
up on an island in somewhere, and like there was like a picture.
There was a picture.
There's
yeah.
probably a conspiracy theory about that too.
I think we watched, us three watched that together, I believe.
I saw it on
I
Snapchat.
don't remember.
Oh, okay, then probably saw it on Snapchat too.
I don't know.
It has to be right. It's on Snapchat.
It's on Snapchat. No, Snapchat's real.
My question would be like, what's the point?
Maybe
Why
we're
would
just
they want to
floating.
even try to convince people,
That it's
you
round.
know, that it's flat?
Like that's like
that's not-
if you
or
know
that's
me,
not, yeah.
if you knew me for 200 years and I've been playing it off to be black for 200 years, come year 201, I found out I'm not black at all. I'm not gonna tell you guys I'm not actually not black, or I'm just gonna let you guys think I'm black and I've been wrong with everything I've been able to gain, you know, from having you guys think I'm black.
Mhm. I don't know, but they prove a lot of theories. Like
But-
when they think that something is one way, and then like a couple hundred years
A
later,
couple
or
hundred
something,
years
they're
later.
like, "Oh, we were wrong about that."
Yeah, because even the guys who were coming up saying, oh, like Newton and all them who said that the world is round, you know, the shit was never accepted until till their
Yeah.
death. They were dead after their
lot of
theories were
people.
actually accepted.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying they were wrong though?
No,
No, I'm saying that theories get disproven all the time. And then every time someone comes out trying to disprove the way of thinking in the past, they're always shunned, they're always looked at like they're crazy or some
until
shit.
they
you know?
die, and then it's true.
And then they die, and then I'm like, oh, my bad, bro. He was right all
Come back.
along, bro.
Come back, bro. I'm
He was right, bro.
I mean, that's what it used to look like.
No, that's what it could look like if polls were changed.
Really?
Like when I went to Afghanistan, like check this out. This map. We're in the U.S. I left from California and went to where the hell is Afghanistan? Afghanistan's here. We didn't go on no damn straight line. We went to freaking. We didn't go straight here. We went to Maine, then went to freaking
That's just
Europe.
because the hubs
and then went here.
of airports. Some airports don't go to other airports.
Yeah, true.
That's what they want you to think, Colton.
That's what
It's a
they
fact.
It's all.
They have to refill up.
What is that?
Because it couldn't probably fly on.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Flat Earth is proven, and even like aviation, they use the same map. This is the map they use when navigating. They didn't use a Earth.
That
They
looks
didn't use a
correct,
ball. They use this picture, the same map that's used by the United Nations. That's why it's got these feathers on it. That's some political shit right there. They don't have an actual globe. They got the flat thing there. So it's kind of like they hide the truth in your face. I'm just saying, the more you think about it, the more you think like, it's just funny. It's just funny. That's all, you know. It's funny that you're not
We
allowed to
only
go
know
to the
what we're
South
told.
Pole. You're only allowed to go to the South Pole at the edges where like the little tour group is. You can't go actually in through the hundreds of miles of how big Antarctica is supposed to be.
We only know what we're told, so of course we're gonna be skeptical.
I think it looks like
Freeze the
this
microphone.
if it was flat.
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly. That's what it's supposed to be. Like a
So
little
what's underneath here, man? What's
No one knows.
That's where we get our
You're
gold.
asking- You're asking
who's all this
questions.
people?
There is no people.
Some homies down here, maybe.
No, there's no
So-
atmosphere there.
But there's
The
been
mole
there's been
people?
satellites
The
that
mole
That's what
that
happens
go around
when
the
we try
world.
to dig. If we dig
There's
a hole.
satellites that go around the world taking pictures.
I'm thinking that maybe they're satellites, you know, but I don't know. Maybe they're not satellites.
But who controls those satellites?
But check this out. How come every time?
Government.
Why is it? Why is it when they show the Earth live feed? You guys see those live feeds, right? Where it shows the cities and
Is
shows
that
the
what-
lights and shit. You never see. I don't see anything in there.
America's like one of the
You
only
never see
countries
shit.
with stars.
I mean, it's not dark.
What do
You
you
see
mean?
the city lights, but you don't see any. There's supposed to be thousands of satellites floating here. Every time I see a live feed, I don't see shit. Nothing. There's nothing in there.
Look, it's so far away. It's not like it's gonna
But
be.
you're
like right
supposed
next
to be right. But you should see one in the
But
distance
like,
at
we've
least.
also heard that
If there's
the
thousands
shit,
up there.
the planes and the rockets that have to exit our atmosphere actually at the time when they're leaving, because if they do leave, they have the chance of hitting a satellite. Like NASA spaceships, there actually is like an article about it where they had to like calculate everything where they're gonna send off their ship and stuff, because if it takes off at the wrong time, they're gonna run into
That makes sense.
another satellite up there.
That
But
makes sense. Makes
there's
sense.
also sayings that we have too much up there that they're going to eventually collide into each other themselves eventually.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some space debris and everything out there, according to your books and everything. It's supposed to be little particles of little rocks and stuff floating around us.
And a lot of
space trash.
the asteroids or the shooting stars you see, it's probably a satellite going down.
Yeah, a satellite or some debris coming down.
More likely than an actual asteroid or something hitting Earth. It's something from space that we've sent up that's come back down to us.
Just some trash. Come back down.
Pretty much, If we could if only we could see what our planet looked like from the outside, I'm sure it looks like trash.
Right.
Like, if it looks like trash in here, man, I'm just saying. We're killing our planet, guys.
Oh, click on that.
Pangea.
Boom. There we go. That's what it's supposed to be. That's the model.
That's the model right there.
That's the model
it,
right there.
man.
I don't know. It sounds like you believe in it, Dom.
I know that's.
No, it's just
Every time he talks about how I was like,
no,
you sure you don't believe in that?
it ain't that I believe in it. It's just I understand it. After being someone who has a major in natural science, I'm supposed to be studying geology and geography and oceanography and all this shit. Then you find out about this. It's like
So do you believe it?
We've all been lied to forever.
it's not that I believe into it, but it's got my attention.
Yeah.
So you have to believe in it somewhat then. If you
I believe in the idea. I believe in because it is fact.
so you believe it's possible.
It is fact that you're not allowed to go to the South Pole. You can't take no
I didn't know
vacation
that.
there except to that little edge piece.
Go to Antarctica?
You can't go there.
Too cold.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Maybe it's under the ice, guys.
Maybe our
What is
ancestors-
it? We don't want you to know how
And that's why they're
buried
mad
it
about
is.
global warming because we're getting rid of the ice and they don't want us to know what's underneath.
Right.
Ooh, what is that picture? It looks pretty.
We're gonna end up discovering.
This is what the real flat Earth looks like.
This is the real thing.
This is. I have this picture on my wall.
I want to say, where does
I
all
got
the
it
water?
tattooed on my
Does
chest.
the water just kind of flow out into space too? At
The
the edge?
moon is
Just
has like blue
keep
lipstick.
creating water somehow.
Where does it go into space?
It dumps off the edge. It's held up by two Lego guys.
Held up by two legs.
That's real.
And one guy has a flashlight, that's the
And
sun.
maybe it's like this. The Earth, is like a little indented. It's kind of like a bowl, shallow bowl, just goes up a little bit.
That's kind of what it's supposed to be. Like the ice, the South Pole, the ice wall is supposed to be what
That's what he's
holds the
talking about.
water in. That's what the
Talking
South
about.
Pole is supposed to be.
UN flag, flat Earth. That's what she was talking about, right?
Yeah, see, United Nations. I'm just saying, you can't help but ignore it when it's right there on the United Nations flag. It's like right there.
They should
There
change
you
it to a
go.
globe.
No, it's not that they should change it to a globe. It's just you can't. It's right in front of you. It's flat on top, but the rest is just. When you fall off.
See, the water
you go
just
to the
goes
rest
and then
of
The
the
it
most
goes inside of it.
ridiculous.
It's both, guys. Just chill. We're both right.
It's round and flat. When you go off, then you're at the rest of the world.
It should be like cut in the middle though. This side's right.
This is for you people. This is for us.
What do you mean, you people?
You know what I mean, you people. It's exactly how it sounds. You people. Elaborated on your gravity thing. You
The
just said
gravity
that
part of it?
that the seagull is fighting. How about your moon thing?
That's mine.
How about your moon thing? Did you say the moon created? Never mind. To be
Yeah,
continued.
I can talk
let's,
about the
let's
moon,
go to the
man.
next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the
Alright,
moon thing.
let's go to the moon thing.
Let's go to the moon thing. So I can ask you questions, Am, because you obviously believe that the moon created the world.
That is round.
Created the Earth or created life.
I don't know. What you
See,
said.
look, that's what the
So-
moon really looks like.
The moon is really a rainbow, Am.
This is- yeah.
What is this,
This is
man?
it.
Yeah.
So what my theory is, all right, about
Totally.
the moon here.
It's a record.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my theory is that with the moon, when we got tides, right? The moon creates high tides and low tides. And way back millions of years ago, to create life, right? To create life that walked on Earth or walked. All right. So now we're gonna be talking about the moon.
Is it real?
The moon, at least my theory is that the moon created straight up walking life, right?
So you
From
think the moon created it, as opposed to what? The sun?
He didn't create it. It helped
yeah,
evolve.
It helped evolve, exactly.
It helped evolve. Okay.
Right. Because when the moon creates the tides, right? It leaves a bunch of animals or creatures on the ocean floor because they're not fast enough to
Escape the tide.
crawl away. Yeah, escape with the water receding, right? So all those creatures are out there, just left to either
Trying to survive.
die or survive. So eventually,
Adapt.
some of them will adapt, right,
Evolve.
to learn how to breathe or survive without water. And those ones that survive reproduce, and eventually, they make their way onto land.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just a theory, so to speak.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, I'd say that of course it helped assist. That's like saying that air helped assist with evolution, or saying that gravity helped assist, or
Right.
It definitely did.
I wouldn't. It definitely did, but I wouldn't say that it was a
The moon created
a
the
major
Earth too,
factor
right?
as much as the sun or something.
Didn't like an asteroid hit into the moon, and that's what became Earth.
A theory. That's a theory. It's a big
See,
theory.
so the moon created Earth, created life.
I heard that the moon was an asteroid that bounced off of Earth and then just stayed in orbit.
Yeah, I heard that too. But what I can't get is why the heck is the moon not spinning?
It's just perfect, man. It's
It don't make
perfect
no
to
sense.
create
Earth
life.
isn't spinning either, though. I meant in this video, at least.
Why can we?
Yeah.
Like the Earth is supposed to be spinning, but yeah, the thing that's falling around it just stays focused on us like some kind of weird sexual predator, just
I think
staring at us all day.
it's just it moves faster around the Earth than it does like itself. So like it's always showing the same part.
Or maybe it's denser on one side than the other, so the other side, might want to stay on the outside, like when you pull.
But isn't like
something.
there's like nothing in space though. Like it wouldn't. It's just because it's denser on that side.
You're right, because there's no vacuum,
Mhm.
so it doesn't matter. So that doesn't make sense. Why it wouldn't spin in the first place? See, that's why there's
The government made the moon.
That's how there's conspiracy theories, because there's so many holes within theories. That's why these things are just theories.
Maybe theories made about theories.
Theories on theories on theories. And then you got guys
Make a rap song.
who think about theories.
There's
There's this
Theories
flat
on
man,
theories.
the moon's fake.
We never went to the moon. It was fake pictures. It's all staged.
They wanted me to think it was round, so I wouldn't want to go back to the ground.
That the waves of the ocean, so the high and the low tides, were the key to life and evolution, expanding from single-cell organisms to land-based creatures.
It was Jesus. Jesus did it.
Jesus came down and gave them the breath of life, and they walked out the water. And now you got monkeys, and then they gave birth to a monkey fish frog, who gave birth to a retarded fish monkey bat frog, and then made it. Mrs. Garrison, retarded monkey fish frog.
Just imagine it being on fucking the moon, though, dude. That'd be scary. That'd be crazy.
Right?
Just all black around you.
It's fake.
No racist, but yeah, like,
That's fake. The moon's
scary.
fake.
All black around you.
Earth is flat.
No one those guys came
Oceans
back.
aren't real. Oceans aren't real. It's a conspiracy.
How are they blue?
I've
Why is the
never
sky blue?
I've never seen a real ocean.
What were you saying?
When those astronauts, when they came back, they were all like
Sketched out.
petrified.
You were sketched out.
Like they didn't know what to say.
They didn't want to talk about it.
like,
like,
classified.
Yeah, Earth really is flat, and we never make it to the moon.
No, it's just
But we can't.
we
say
are
that.
really out there alone, just floating in nothingness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they wouldn't talk
Yeah.
about it. They were
Our
just sitting
life
there
means
quiet.
nothing.
They're like,
We're insignificant.
Yeah.
They didn't
Wow.
seem astonished. It seemed like they were scared, like somebody put a gun to their head and told them.
Because like you think of life like
Because
just on this earth. and
if
then,
they
like,
did make it to the moon, they could have seen, not necessarily seen other things that we haven't, but they're not on our planet anymore. They have that
It-
feeling of being
It makes you
away.
feel so small. You're
exactly,
like,
dude.
just
Like,
like,
oh
it's
my
literally
God.
what it is.
it's huge.
And this moon
I'm
that you're
nothing.
on, it's just
Floating in the air.
huge too. I mean, it's still big to you.
Right.
So you're still sitting down, you're looking at your planet, you're like, holy shit.
But you're
I
literally
live
like
on
a speck of dust.
That'd be insane. I
compared to
definitely want to do that.
Yeah, but when you
It'll
come
change
back,
your
when
outlook on life,
you
though,
would
like-
talk about it though, right?
Nope.
I would talk.
Government wouldn't let you.
Keep your mouth shut. You don't
Yeah.
say shut about it. Only thing they need to know about the moon is the
Look, he's
video.
not even jumping that high. Like, I thought that was supposed to be better than that.
It was made artificial, man.
Oh, he's
How do you
falling.
kick up all that
He's
dust,
falling.
huh?
He's falling.
How do you kick up all that dust?
He fell.
shouldn't be able to kick up all that dust. The dust should float, because the dust doesn't weigh hundreds of pounds like
Right?
me. So it should
Particles
float.
in the air should
It should float at least as
there's
slow as he's floating, or and actually kind of transcend.
I mean, I
on.
guess I guess the moon does have its own gravity though.
It does, but that speck of dust weighs what?
Right.
Point 0.0000001 grams.
But even dust falls here, and feathers. But it's less gravity, obviously.
Yeah. Who knows, man?
That's a good one though.
You gotta go.
I like that one.
Go test it out. Let's go.
Go to the moon, and
We're
then
talking about the
down
moon
has to
and,
fall.
how when the guys, the astronauts are jumping, they're like obviously lighter, but yet when you kicked up the dust just felt like regular dust.
Isn't it cool?
You would think that since he's so
Like right
lightweight,
here.
the dust
Oh man.
it doesn't. It should like
You would think, right?
float. At least like maybe like make a cloud and kind of float for a
Because
second.
that looked
Then come
more
down.
like human dust. It wasn't like
It looked like
dust.
you went outside and just
kicked some dust up. and
kicked some dust.
Because it didn't float for an
Dude,
excessive
what if we've
amount.
never
Well,
been to the
it's
moon?
not even that good of quality video. You can't like.
Yeah.
don't
Maybe
gotta-
it did float. You just can't see it. It dispersed. Probably like
What if
went
nobody's
out.
been to the moon?
you know?
Damn.
No, it was clear they went back down to the ground. That was clear on that picture.
And there was another clip really right before where he kicked the dust prior to falling.
See it again.
You showed it when he tripped, but like right before that, he was like walking and
Jumping.
kicks him up. Yeah,
I mean,
I feel like it does take a little bit longer.
the dust
But
is like
see how far? Yeah, it's
the dust is
not-
like floating the same amount of time as him. Like it just
like, but that one went down really quick right there.
yeah.
I want to hear what he's saying. What if he's like, "This is fake because you see the dust."
Saying the same thing.
What?
As you can see,
Whoa, we're scientists, bro.
I know what I'm talking about, bro. I got a doctorate
In
in
dustology.
stuff. Dust
In moon dust?
moon dust, moon rocks, space balls.